Yo. Oh shit, where you going?
Yo. Hey, you trying to catch a movie?
A movie without me? What you about to go see?
Dude, yeah, it's Wicked. It's a musical.
Wicked, bro? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, dude, I can't. I'm a guy, dude. I can't watch it.
Come on, bro. Don't be like that. I know you've heard some of the songs before, bro. You know the one that goes, popular.
Oh, that's where that's from?
I'm gonna be popular. Da, 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 da,
Popular. What else?
What's the other one?
Defying gravity. Don't take to by defying gravity.
You see, you know the songs, bro. You know the song. Come on, bro.
Shit, count me in, bro. Wait, who's in it?
Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Jeff Goldblum is in it. Come on, bro. Be fun. Come on.
Okay, shoot. Let's go.
All right, hell yeah. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go. Yo, you mind if you get the popcorn? I'm kind of low on cash.
Welcome to a brand new, fresh off the press, Cornfed review. My name, of course, is Cornfed, and today we will be reviewing Wicked Part 1.
Don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
Wicked Part 1 was directed by John M. Chu, the same guy who did In the Heights, another musical. So going into this, you have some confidence that he knows what he's doing. I kind of want to start off by saying that I have no knowledge whatsoever of Wicked. I'm not a fan, but I'd say that's a good thing because I am not one of those people who are going to judge this movie to the last movie or the last remake or the Broadway play. I know nothing of Wicked and went into this movie completely blind. I just found out like a day ago that the popular song, Popular, and the Defying Gravity, I just found out those songs were from Wicked. My mom would play it on the radio. I'd hear it in media sometimes. I think I heard it on Glee once. But I mean, it came from Wicked. Wicked is a pretty popular Broadway, New York musical. I guess there's a lot of Wicked fans out there. And with that being said, I'm not like a huge musical guy. I like some musicals. I like La La Land. But yeah, I'm not a huge like musical guy. I don't hate them or nothing. I just don't particularly find myself going to watch musicals. It's just not my forte. So going into this movie, I was a little bit unsure about how I would feel about it, especially with the 2 hour and 41-minute runtime. Damn! That's a long runtime. That's like a Interstellar or like a grand epic Lord of the Rings type of runtime. That's a lot to ask for from your audience, from your viewer. So I was a little bit skeptical. But nevertheless, I saw some trailers. I saw some of the marketing for it. I got a little bit excited. I was excited to see it. I didn't have high expectations, high hopes, but I was excited to see it nonetheless. But enough with the blah, 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 enough with the yap, 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 enough with the chirp, chirp, chirp. What did I think about it? How was the movie? I am going to jump right into this and saying this movie was pretty freaking good, dude. This movie felt like a Disneyland parade, a Disneyland ride. It was just so magical. I hate to say it, that's the only word I can really think of to describe this movie. It was magical, dude. There was fireworks, there was singing, there was crazy effects, man. This movie was pretty stinking good. The music was there. The performances were amazing. Just like I imagined, Ariana Grande killed it as Glinda, and Cynthia killed it as Elphaba. And there was a lot of other side characters that also had some singing performances that did really, really well. I enjoyed it. Again, I'm not a musical type of fan, but they had me there sitting cheeked up on my chair singing along. I was literally tapping my feet. I noticed I was tapping my feet, and I had to stop myself from enjoying myself too much, because as a man, you cannot enjoy yourself too much, so I had to stop the foot swinging. But it had me swinging my feet, man. It was good. The, what do you call it, that song? Dancing through life. Dude, that's my new motto, bro. I'm gonna be dancing through life, bro. That song was amazing. The Defying Gravity song was amazing. The Popular song was amazing. The musical numbers, man, were freaking there. I will say this, and I probably shouldn't, but the music got a little much at times. I get it. It's a musical. Probably shouldn't even mention that. But the music was like, dude, it was, at some times, it was like, song after song after song after song after song. I get it. It's a musical. It's a Broadway musical. That's the point. But it was like sometimes they'd be singing, "I have to get my hair done." Like I was like, okay, bro. Like, can we talk for normal for just a little bit? Sometimes it was a little much, bro. Maybe just because I'm not used to it. Maybe all musicals are like that. But I thought it was just going to be song, story, song, story. But sometimes like, like for like 40 minutes straight. And I was like, all right. Ooh. There was one time where it was like they did a huge musical number. They talked for like a second, and then they started singing again, like "We Need to Go." I literally rolled my eyes. I was like, "Oh my god, bro, I'm a little exhausted." That was just one time. Again, I'm not used to it. It's a musical, so I'm not going to take any points away because of that reason. The runtime that I mentioned earlier, the 2 hours and 40-minute runtime, I thought that I was going to drag. I thought I was going to feel those 3 hours every single minute. I thought I was going to be bored out of my mind. I was afraid I might fall asleep. It was a later showing, a 9:30 showing, so I was a little bit cautious of that. But I hate to say it, but those 3 hours flew by, man, in the best way possible. I was enjoying every single minute of it, and again, I was surprised. I wasn't expecting myself to like it that much, but it was a really solid movie, man. It was a great musical. The story was great. The acting performances were amazing. Again, the musical numbers were fantastic. The visual effects were really cool. The I think in the original Wizard of Oz, the Oz character, the wizard, is hiding behind this big mask, and there was like a cool CGI mask with fire coming out, dude. The effects were solid, man. Going back to the performances, the characters were great, and those intertwine really well. I believed Ariana Grande's portrayal of Linda, the I guess shallow, kind of ditzy, always gets her way kind of character. I totally bought it, totally believed it. I loved that as a character for her, and I loved watching her semi transition to becoming Elphaba's friend and becoming more than just like getting everything she wants, kind of rich girl kind of mentality vibe. And I really, really, really loved and believed in Cynthia's portrayal of Elphaba because her portrayal was really, really strong. It was like a really strong personification of like not caring what anyone else thinks. Like there was a huge undertone with her green skin color about not caring what other people think, and not letting that slow you down, and not being like, not letting the bullies kind of get to you. She was a really strong character, and I loved seeing the small sparks of that start when she was a kid and seeing that grow into a huge flame of her being this like unstoppable force that eventually becomes the Wicked Witch of the West or the East or the North. I don't remember exactly what side of the compass the Wicked Witch that she is of, but seeing that transformation was amazing. Seeing that transformation was totally believable. Sometimes they don't do well with that transformation. Sometimes in movies it's like, oh, she's good, and oh my god, now she's evil. No, that the portrayal was drawn out with a 3 hour runtime. I believed it. I saw the different kind of characters and people kind of be mean to her, and her slowly like caring less and less and becoming stronger and stronger in who she is. So her portrayal and her character of Elphaba was great. That transformation from Elphaba to Witch was great. I love that. Jeff Goldblum was amazing. And another thing that I really liked about this movie is I don't know if it was like semi recent that they did this, but I feel like out of nowhere they called it Wicked Part 1. But for the longest time, I thought it was just called Wicked. So I guess I just found this out like yesterday that it's a part 1, and I didn't know that. I never saw that part of the marketing or the posters. It was always just Wicked, but now I guess it's Wicked Part 1. And I feel like maybe they made that decision last minute. I don't know, because the only reason I'm saying that is it felt like a completely well-rounded movie. I hate Part 1s and Part 2s sometimes because they never feel like their own movie. They feel like a teaser trailer to the final showdown, to the Part 2. But this movie felt like a great beginning, middle, and end movie that didn't have to have a Part 2. It felt like its own wrapped package, perfectly, just perfectly wrapped, perfectly its own thing. And I love that so much. I hate when movies don't feel like that. I'm going to bring up Across the Spider-Verse, a great movie, but that definitely felt like a Part 1. It definitely felt like it could not stand alone in its own feet. And I feel like if there never was a Part 3 of Across the Spider-Verse, that movie would feel so weird and off. And I hate when movies do that because they really are just building up for the next movie. It's like a giant teaser trailer for the next movie. But this movie, Wicked Part 1, didn't feel like that at all. It felt like its own thing. It felt like its own package, and I really appreciated that because I'm a little bit weary of that when there is a Part 1. But this movie definitely felt like its own thing. Last thing, this is not a negative, but it made me laugh. But there's a scene in the movie where Elphaba, she's estranged, she has no friends, and there is a dance. They're having a dance at the school, and everyone's dancing, whatever, and she comes out, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, look at her hat! She looks so goofy. Look at the way she's dressed." And everyone opens up the dance floor, and she starts dancing like this, like all quiet, like just a big show. And it was so pick me, bro. It was so like pick me that it reminded me of this scene from Sing 2, bro.
Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you.
Tell me I'm wrong, bro. I started laughing, but I know it was like a moment, but I just couldn't stop. I was like, oh my God, she wants so much attention, bro. Oh my God, bro. We get it, you're green. My final thoughts on this movie is it was a great movie. It was a fantastic movie. I'm sitting here trying to be fair with myself and try not to be biased, but I truly can't think of any negatives of this movie. As much as I want to try to find a negative, as much as I am trying to search for something that I didn't particularly like or wasn't for me or just fell off, I can't think of anything. It was a really solid, well-rounded movie. It was a great example of what a musical should be. Very long in runtime, but it didn't feel long. It never felt dragged out. It never felt long for the sake of being long. Again, the performances were spot on. They were great. The acting was acting. The actors were acting their asses off. And you could really feel that. The way I know that the acting was amazing is because I never felt like I was watching a movie. I always felt engrossed. I felt in the movie. I felt like I was a part of that universe the entire runtime. Sometimes when the acting is off, the acting is bad, or they're overacting, I feel removed and I'm like, oh shit, I'm watching a movie now. I felt in it. From the beginning to the end, I felt like I was a part of it. I was in it. So acting was great. The musical numbers were there, solid. The singing performances were great. Music was catchy and fun. The whole movie again felt like a Disney parade. It felt like it's such a Disney kind of fun, magical kind of movie, and I'm all in for that. I'm all a part of that. I love that, and I thought the movie was great. I genuinely can't think of anything bad about the movie. The story was solid. There was some twists and turns that I didn't know about that caught me off guard. Super, super good. There was some love triangle type of stuff that was interesting. But yeah, solid movie. I always like to judge movies based off of the lane that they're in. So I'm not going to compare this movie to like a Dark Knight or an Interstellar or a Citizen Kane or a Four Christmases or a Step Brothers. This is a musical, so I'm going to judge it off a musical. So my rating on this is on a scale of other musicals that I've seen and rating it based off of that lane itself. So my final rating of this movie, Wicked Part 1, a 10 out of 10. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 10 out of 10. Wicked Part 1, baby. Let's go. I don't give out 10 out of 10s very often, man. But this movie was good. It was really freaking good, dude. I thought it was solid. Again, it was good. I can't think of anything bad about it. I can't think of anything bad about it. And if I can't think of anything bad about it, I can't give it anything less than a freaking 10. Maybe I'm not being as critical with this movie because I haven't seen a lot of musicals, so it's new and refreshing to me. I don't know, but I felt like that score was fair. Let me know what you thought of this movie. If you've seen it yet, if you're one of the lucky viewers that saw this movie before tonight, it comes out tonight, but I got some early access type shit, Cornfed. So Ariana Grande sent me an email. She asked me if I wanted to come to the early showing. I was like, fuck it. I mean, yeah, let me see. Yeah, I got time. So I went ahead and checked it out in 3D. Cynthia reached out and said, do you want to see it in 3D? I was like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? So it was a cool experience. I love when the cast kind of, reached out to their audience as a part of the fans. It was a cool thing to be a part of. But no, all jokes aside, man, solid movie, super fun, magical, great musical, man. I loved it. I don't care, dude. I loved it. I'll say it with some hair on my chest. I loved fucking Part one of Wicked. I'm buying it on 4K. I'm rewatching it my lonesome. I'm closing the windows, closing the shutters, and no one's gonna know this dark secret that I like Wicked Part 1. I don't care, man. I don't care who knows it. I fuck with the movie, bro. It was good, solid, refreshing, fun. I needed it, man. I feel good. And I went to go download the album, bro. I went to go listen to the album, and this shit ain't out till 19 hours, bro. I was a little bummed. But I guess I'm gonna have to wait. I feel like a fake Wicked fan, but I mean, better to be a fan now than never, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know. I liked it. Let me know what you think of the movie. Hope you enjoy it. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and thanks for being a part of this.